Okay guys, so I've got an hour and 8 minutes left on my camera, and for this video I'll probably use every second of it because I'm I went to a antique flea market, or it was a antique market they had in front of the antique store, and before that I went to a garage sale. So I'll start off with the garage sale stuff. So I got this trophy. It's for second place, stock original 50 to 64, so this is for a car show. And yeah, it was 25 cents, which for a trophy I thought was a good deal. And the car show was the American Streeters Car Club. And apparently they held the car show at Burger King, and Oldies 103 was the radio station that was there. And if you look right here on the front, it's pink. On the side, it's like a darker pink, and on the back it's red. I think the whole thing's supposed to be red, but I don't know, I thought it was cool. Let's see. Back up for this one. I got an old tennis racket. It was only $3. It's an old Spalding, and it's in really good shape. And it's still got the little frame holder that it goes in. I would say it's probably from the 80s, 70s or 80s, I don't know. I just got everything, so I haven't looked anything up to see when it was made or anything like that. And it's got the Spalding logo on the end of it. So I'm probably gonna not have this up here because it's just gonna take up room. But it looked like it was brand new, so I got it. You know, it was an older one, but like it was in good condition. I also got this clock. I haven't plugged it in yet, but I thought it was, I'm not sure why I bought it. I guess I thought it was cute. It's got little leaves going around. It doesn't really look that old until you turn it around and look at the plug that's on it, and the plug's the old style plug, little tiny plug. There's the back of it. Yeah, so hangs on the wall. I'll plug that in and see if it works. Other way. There we go. Little second hand's moving. That's cool. So I know it works. So for $2, I feel like that's a good buy, since it works. Oh, it's made by General Electric, if I didn't mention that. Got this old Matchbox truck here. This was only $2. And I'm going to take that off carefully. And it's an older Matchbox because it's a Super King Peterbilt, made in Macau. So this is not a Lesney, because Lesneys were only made in England. This is from 1978, and I mean, on this little tiny or not tiny, but it's a pretty small truck, and the wheel steer on it. Oh, that's cool. Old Peterbilt. And I'll probably do a separate video on this, more, you know, in-depth video of this truck, but the feet pull out on both sides, and these swing out. This is very detailed and it's heavy, and it's got both of the hooks on it, but I'll do a more in-depth video specifically for that truck, because I think that truck is so cool. And let me pull out the deal that I got. Hopefully none of them broke. That one made it home okay. Yep, everything made it home okay. I got these little cups. Originally I just wanted this one, but for the whole box it was $2. I thought they were like $2 a piece. Yeah, the whole box was $2, and the rest of them I didn't really need. I don't have a whole lot of room to just buy a whole box of little cups that I don't need. So I thought about buying these two anyway, so when she said the whole box was $2, I thought, you know what, for the three best ones in there, I can do that, you know, $2. This is a little old pot. It's made out of metal, as you can see from where it's been chipped off. Cool little cup, pot, whatever you want to call it. It's got some of the little gold leafing, whatever you want to call it, on there. Little designs on there. Then I got this green cup, little kind of pitcher type of thing. Very dusty inside. So it's got flowers on this side, flowers in a basket, and then it's got two birds on this side. There, maybe you can see it better now. And then I got this. This is a little china thing, I think. Probably goes with some kind of china set or tea set or something. I thought it was pretty. Set those over there. And then on to the flea market. I knew I was going to forget this. I got this at the garage sale. It's a skeleton. He's all folded up right now, but at the end of the video I'll unfold him. Let me rephrase that. If I remember, I will unfold it. It's just made out of cardboard. So the first few things I bought, or the first vendor that I went to, I got this little old lighter. Hopefully my camera focuses on it. It's an old Holiday Inn lighter. I thought that was cool. The world's innkeeper, that's what it says. The world's innkeeper. And then this side's in better shape, but somebody carved in the paint. M.H. Love, Let Love. I just thought it was cool, old Holiday Inn lighter. And this was made by Hadson Lighter Company. Hadson Superior Quality, made in Japan. So I thought that was cool. A little $3, you know, not that much for an old lighter. I don't really collect old lighters, but I thought that one was cool. and an operator's manual for a 1950 Chevrolet truck for light, medium, and heavy-duty trucks. And for the most part, it looked like it was in pretty good shape. Gotta change your tire. And the lubrication records haven't even been written in. So there's that. You can just barely see the Chevrolet logo. But when I looked at it, when I saw how operator's manual, when I saw how everything was set up, I thought, that looks like a Chevy manual. Then I read down and I saw the logo, and I thought, okay, it is. I got a 51, I think, in my room. Yeah, there's a 1951. It's in a little better shape. You can read it better. I also have a 1966. And then I also got the Ferguson Springtime Cultivator instructions for Ferguson tractor. Uncle Richard has a Ferguson tractor, so I just thought it was cool. They were like $1 a piece, so I thought that was pretty good. Harry Ferguson Incorporated, Dearborn, Michigan. And let's see. So, got a red bag. Just kidding. I got stuff in a red bag. And the first thing I'm going to show you is this old clock, or clock and radio. And I asked the lady if, because the tag says it works, I asked her, does it get hot when it's plugged in for a long time? And she said, no, she ran it for a good while and it seemed like it worked pretty good. It's made by Arvin. What happened to all my lighting? Electric transmitter. My guess would be, it looks like it's from the 70s and it's got wood grain on the side of it, so it probably is from the 70s. Couldn't find a year stamped anywhere on the back of it though. Transistor radio. So I thought that was cool. Let's go plug this in, see if it works. Well, if I can get the cord unwound enough to plug it in. You can see the little red hand moving. That's cool. And if I can get this to... This part I may not be able to get to work. But I don't really care if that part works or not. I just wanted the clock part. And I'm probably not doing something right. The transistor part probably works. But I just want the clock. Okay, so I also got these. Look at Henry Ford automobiles. And then Detroit. It's got a little Model T on it. This is a belt buckle. I'm happy with the belt buckle I've got, but this one was cool and it was only $1, so I had to get it. There's your Model T, record Model T year, business and pleasure. Here's the back of it. And then I got these two little John Deere pins, or I think they're John Deere's. They're John Deere's or Oliver's, and I can't really tell which one they are. John Deere's they're green and yellow, and Oliver's are green and kind of a cream color. And you know, I can't tell if these are supposed to be yellow wheels or if they are, you know, like cream colored wheels like Oliver's. But there's not any real logo on them anywhere. I kind of want to say Oliver just because that would be different. You know, everybody's heard of John Deere and everybody knows exactly what a John Deere looks like. You know, some younger people may not know exactly what an Oliver is, but regardless, you know, an Oliver is just not promoted as much as John Deere is, I guess. So I got this little Lesney truck. What's it say? Dodge Crane truck is what it says. This is super fast. This is a Lesney. And there's your little Dodge cab over truck, and with the super fast wheels on it. And it's still got the hook. The hook is kind of crooked, but I can buy a new hook for it on eBay if I so desire. I think it looks okay the way it is though. And then it's got the little crane part on the back. The boom doesn't go up and down, but the hook swings back and forth. Looks like our mud flap's a little bent there. That's alright. I just thought this was cool. I hadn't seen this one before in all yellow, so I went ahead and bought it. It's also got some little cars here. So I got these little cars. Start up with the Vet. It's a 63 Corvette split window, and it's very bright, like neon orange, and then it says Vet all over the car. Vet, 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 vet. It's even got it going off of the front of the windshield there. Only place it doesn't say Vet is right on the split window. You know, because they've got it going off there. They could have it going off there, but you know. Doors open on it. Nice little model. I haven't even checked to see who makes this. Okay, this is 1/38 scale 63 Corvette made by Mick Toy. M-I-C? MC Toy? Maybe it's MC. I don't know. It's a nice little car. It's got rubber tires on it. And I'll get to these in a second. All three of these have a cool feature. And I got this. This is an older one, I think. Oh yeah, that's right. This didn't have a year on it anywhere. This is 1/35 scale. Each of these were $1 a piece, so I thought that was good. It's got rubber tires on it, and if you can't tell, it's a little red Porsche, or Porsche, however you want to say it. Oh wow, the door's open super wide. Wow. And the top comes off. As long as I don't break it, the top goes back on. Okay, I don't want to tear it up, but the top comes off of it, and you can see in the door there, it's got the armrest and the window crank. Pretty detailed little car. I would say this is probably made by Remco, R-E-M-C-O. Just the way it's made, it kind of reminds me of a Remco, and these wheels remind me of a Remco. But I could be completely wrong. Maybe I'll take that top off in a minute. Okay, all three of these cars are made by Road Champs in 1991. This one says UK design, and this thing right here that goes back and forth has a very cool feature for these convertibles. This one's kind of dusty. Okay, here's the cool feature, but first I'll show you the car first. Very detailed. This is a Mercedes, and the headlights are so clear it doesn't hardly look like there's headlights in it. And the doors open up, and the seats, for some reason the seats tilt forward. I don't know why the seats tilt forward. And there's the tail lights. Okay, time for the cool feature. So this lever here, I'm going to push it forward. Yes. 1/35th, roughly 1/35th scale cars, that the convertible top goes up and down without removing it. I still don't know why that requires the seats to tilt forward, but they do tilt forward. And I think the guy had 4 of these, and I was gonna buy every one of them, and I just got 3 of them instead because I don't know. I think the other one was this same body style, and since I already got a silver one and the green one. It's stuck. There you go. Little sporty car. I don't know what this is. It looks like it might be a Saab. That's what it looks like to me. My friend's grandpa had a green Saab convertible, and it looked something like this, especially from the front. It really looked like this. So I don't know. She sees the car more than I do. Maybe I should show it to her. Maybe she'll know. I don't know. Anyway, so it's got the taillights are kind of sectioned off for like turn signals and reverse lights, but they're not painted on there. But I don't expect that. You know, that's very high quality cars. Sometimes don't have the reverse lights painted on them. But I like these wheels that's on these too. And they all have rubber tires on them. You go 1992 Road Champs. And for these to be from 1992 and still have the, you know, the top still work, I think that's pretty good. This is kind of a champagne colored. I thought this was silver, but looking at it in the under the lamp, I think it's more of a champagne color. But, this is the same Saab or whatever as this green car is. You know, you can stop it anywhere. What I could do is, you know, like have one that the top is closed on it, you know, then one that the top's like that on, and then have one that the top's all the way closed. You know, set them up on the shelf like that. I don't know. That might be what I do. The green one's probably my favorite. I don't know why. So I noticed this one says, ooh, my camera doesn't more focus. This one says UK design. None of these other ones say that. These other ones just say made in China. And this one, the top comes off, but like I said, I don't want to break the top on it, and I like the top on the car, so I'm not gonna mess with taking the top off of it. So from the same people that I bought that clock from, I also got this bait carrier. And I have one of these that is green and yellow. Well, I have the frame for it, the frame and the lid for it. My green and yellow one fell apart. The press board fell apart in it. So I saw this. Usually they're expensive. So I saw this and it was only $5, and I thought, I've been looking for a bait carrier to replace that one that I had. So I got this one. The way that it opens and closes, though, is a little harder to open and close than my other one. You know, you think turning those little circles isn't that hard, but it's harder than... They don't turn real well. There's inside of it, the bottom's a little cracked in it, but it's just a bait box, you know, for fishing. And then this handle's attached better than the one I have. I think this is a little nicer bait box than the one that I have. I'll see, they turn and fine now. They weren't before. Bottom, for the most part's in good shape. It's got some stains there, but I mean, it's just a bait box. It really doesn't matter. I needed a bait box, that's why I bought it. And that's taking up a bunch of room, so I will put that down there. And then from this guy that I was going to buy all his old fishing lures, but I didn't, because, well, I just didn't. I wanted to, but I'm trying to save my money for when I go to the train show and toy show and stuff later on. I think they're in November, so I'm not doing a very good job of saving my money, as you can see, but I've still got quite a bit of money left, so it's alright. Anyway, I got this old fishing lure. I can't tell right now, but I imagine... Oh yeah, I figured this one was made out of wood. Most of the old ones are. And you can see it is. Little fish. Got the spinners on it. Spinners make little bubbles in the water that attract the fish. And I'll try not to hook myself. It's got the fish hooks, both of the fish hooks on it. So I tried to find a lure that I didn't have, have one like, and if I would have bought one like this, a new one at the store, it would have been expensive. So I thought, $5, it really isn't bad for an old lure. I got to stand up earlier. Since it's on camera, oh, there. See, I got to stand up. And you can hear the bell. I also got an old Fisher-Price fire truck. I mean, this is real old. It's made out of wood. It's got the little bell. And it's got people. I suppose something probably went in there. I don't know. On this side, it's got all the decals on it. This is the Winky Blinky fire truck. And it's called the Winky Blinky fire truck because it's got a face that kind of blinks at you as you pull it around. This one's pretty much just looks good and sits on the shelf. And you only see one side of it because this side looks great. And there's the back of it. You can see the back of the fireman. This side is not so great. I have a feeling that what happened was this side was moldy, you know, and so it got tore off because it was moldy. I don't know. I'm just saying that, judging by the front of it, has a few mold spots on it, but not too bad. But it was only $10. I don't know that much about the old Fisher Price toys like this. This is from like the 60s, 50s or 60s. I'm gonna say 60s. Now, usually I know where to look for the year. It's usually, and it fell over. Usually it's down by the patent number, and it's not anywhere around there. And so I looked at the where the logo was, and I couldn't find a year there either. I also got a little Dalmatian, as you can see there on the sticker. Created at East Aurora, New York. Made in the USA. I have a feeling that the year was probably on this side, and it was probably down here somewhere. I'm gonna pull this across the floor so you can see the Winky Blinky fire truck wink and blink. Oh yeah, it's also still got its little string. See his little eyes move. Now, I'm trying to figure out where to put that. Not that this shelf is for stuff that size, but there's no room there. There's no room on here. There's no room over here in the corner. There's no room on top of my cabinet for the hutch. There's no room in the hutch anywhere. I mean, I have stuff crammed in there as much as it can possibly be. I mean, I've got stuff sitting on the on the top of it. Not that I necessarily want it in my room, but there's no room on any of my shelves. And I wouldn't put it in the window anyway, because the red would fade really bad, but there's no room in my window either. So I don't know where to put it. I used to have stuff, you know, up here. More stuff than what's up here right now. But, you know, I don't really want it in my room. I don't know why. But I don't. It looked cool on top of the hutch and buffet over there, but it's not going over there. And I don't have anywhere else to put it, so something might have to be moved. Because since it's wood, I want it up off the floor in case we would get water in the basement again. You know, I don't want it to get moldy. So I'll have to figure out somewhere to put the fire truck. I didn't know where to put it when I bought it, but I thought, well, I probably won't see another one. Oh, look, the firemen move up and down too. I saw the axle was shaped like that, and then I saw their feet, but I didn't think too much of it. There's a mechanism underneath. You can see how it works. When the front wheels turn, yeah, they go up. This thing goes up like that, and that's what makes his eyes go like that. And then that other thing, that thing there, is for the bell. Can you imagine if you were a parent and your little kid was just running around all over the place pulling this fire truck? You'd hear that bell ding for hours and hours at a time, I'm sure. Because I know how I was. I had a little wooden train. Actually, I've still got it. This wooden train here. When I was a little kid, I would pull this thing around the house everywhere. I've still got all the cars for it. Somehow I've still got all the cars for it. But, you know, it's still got the string on it. And, I mean, I would pull that train around everywhere. You know, I'd run around in circles all around, make laps around the house. And that train, of course, with the wheels on the train being wood and the hardwood flooring upstairs, of course, it was really loud. And when I got two of them, I only have parts and pieces of the second one now, but when I got the second one, it was even louder because then I'd pull both of them. This would be loud number one because it's got the wooden wheels on it. And then, you know, these guys rattle a little bit, kind of like that. But the bell would be the thing that would kill you. I'm curious how many of these fire trucks got the bells torn off of them by parents that were driven mad by the Winky Blinky fire truck. But that's just my, I don't know, wonder. I guess I wonder if that ever happened. I don't know. It kind of looks creepy from the front. The side of it looks cool though. You know, for $10, I don't know if that's a good buy or not for that, but I felt like it was, so I bought it. And I'm not going to unfold this on camera because I didn't see the lady fold it up, so I'm gonna carefully unfold it so I don't rip it in half. Got him unfolded for you. Get my flashlight. He's got mice and insects living inside of him, and big spider web, and an ant. His belt says, "Them Bones, 1892. He's got his feet. I looked, there's printing down here on his feet, you know. I looked for a year and I couldn't find it. It looks like it's probably from the 90s. Just, I have some other Halloween decorations that are roughly from the 90s. And that's just kind of what it looks like. I don't know. I told you guys I'd unfold him if I remembered, and I remembered. Also got that. So, holy cow, I got a lot of stuff. Move my lamp. Yeah, I sure got a lot of stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to take a picture for the thumbnail. I may have to do that afterwards. So like, comment, subscribe for more, and I guess you'll find out what the thumbnail looks like when you see this video.